Hey, how's it going? Welcome back. So, what kind of wood is Diggler going to play with today? Well, I'm going to show you how I make my best-selling charcuterie board that looks like this. It's made out of Arbutus. Now, whenever I make this specific charcuterie board, I always try to either make it live edge or natural edge. It seems to get a lot more attention that way. This has to be one of the most beautiful woods in North America, but it's also an absolute nightmare to work with. This is Arbutus, sometimes called Pacific Madrone. Its grain is famous for being unstable. It loves to twist, crack, and warp while it dries, which makes every single step a bit of a gamble. One wrong move, and this whole piece could be firewood. The first real test with any rough slab, especially a tricky one like Arbutus, is getting two perfectly flat parallel faces. Because the wood moves so much when it dries, you almost never start with a flat piece. In fact, if you look at the side of the board, you can actually see how much of a warp this thing has in it. The real key here is patience. Taking light passes is the only way to prevent nasty tear out, especially since the grain on Arbutus can switch directions without any warning, even when using the CNC. After getting one side dead flat, I flip it over and send it through the drum sander, which references the first side and makes the second one perfectly parallel. It's slow work, but it's the foundation for your entire project. If you're getting a kick out of this transformation, do me a favor and hit that like button. And if you want to see more difficult wood get turned into beautiful things, make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on the next project. Sanding. Every woodworker knows it's part of their job. It's not exactly glamorous, but it's a piece that's meant to be touched, used, and the most important step. I kick things off with a coarse 80 grit paper to get rid of all the tool marks from the drum sander and the CNC machine. Then it's a matter of working my way up through 120, 180, and finally a buttery smooth 220 grit. Before the final sanding, there's one more trick. You have to raise the grain. Just spritz the whole board with a light mist of water. This makes all the tiny wood fibers swell up on the end and stand up. Once it's totally dry, one last pass of 220 knocks them all down. This little step keeps the board from feeling rough after the first wash. And my favorite part, putting it in the mineral oil and watching the grain come to life. Doesn't that look great? So here I give it a good buff with a paste made of beeswax and mineral oil that gives it a little bit more protection and a really nice soft satin feel. And here it is, from a rough, unpredictable slab of wood to a beautiful functional piece of art. Let me know in the comments down below what you think. Diggler out.